Hello everyone, I'm Sharpedo43 once again, bringing you all another Wi-Fi battle. This is going to be a PU battle once again, and my opponent for it is going to be Arcanine9. Now his team is actually kind of scary and has a lot of new things that I have not seen yet. I haven't seen Mesprit, I haven't seen Electivire, I haven't seen Rampardos, I haven't seen Electros, I haven't seen Lycanroc, and I have not seen the Simipour. So I don't know what to expect necessarily from this battle, but we're going to be using this team again. Remember that Pyroar was, well actually, Pyroar is already now banned, but this battle that I have right here was a battle that I had before the banning of Pyroar from PU. So, but I used this team when Pyroar was still being suspect tested. So, yeah. So here we go. This is gonna be the battle. It's a pretty interesting one nonetheless. And yeah. So this is my opponent, Arcanine9. He's gonna lead off with, I believe, the Simipour. I lead off with Behean because looking at his team, he doesn't seem to have any immunities to the Psychic move. So while I may be slower than everything on his team, this thing hits really hard anything on his team basically. So here right out of the gate he's going to go straight for the Nasty Plot. I'm going to go for the Psychic. Oh, actually no, I went for Energy Ball because Energy Ball is super effective on Simipour. And Simipour I think is very frail on the physically and especially defensive side. So as you can see, it does turn out to be Sash, which explains why he went for Nasty Plot turn 1. So here he's now just going to be able to Surf and unfortunately take out my Behean, which sucks. So what I'm going to do right here now is just go into Lycanroc to go for a Excel Rock. I know that he could have switched out, but honestly I didn't want to risk anything. At the time I wasn't sure what Simipour's speed was. I think it was like 104 or something, but I didn't want to risk it, so I just went for the Excel Rock. He does hard switch into Mesprit right here, which, you know, takes it very well. Given that damage that Excel Rock did right there, I was kind of wondering, should I go for another one? Or should I go for a Stone Edge now is what I wanted to say. Not another Excel Rock. Excel Rock is not going to do anything. No, I went for a Stone Edge. Thankfully they didn't miss. It did quite an amount of damage, but not the amount of damage I was hoping for. Like, I was hoping I'd be able to 2-hit KO this Mesprit. But unfortunately, it seems to be a defensive one, since it was able to survive an Energy Ball. The Lycanroc, that is. So I'm going to get my Stealth Rocks up here. I'm going to stay in, potentially take another Energy Ball. He's actually going to switch it up to Psychic because he also sees that nothing on my team will appreciate a Psychic. But I was fine with that. I just wanted to get the rocks up with Lycanroc so that way everything that comes in on his team, whether it's Sash or not, is crippled by rocks basically. So here I'm going to send out the Pyroar. I'm going to go for Hyper Voice here. It doesn't matter what he sends in because nothing is going to appreciate a stab Hyper Voice boosted by Choice Specs from Pyroar. So here comes the Electros. Except this Electros, in all honesty, I thought this thing would have been Assault Vest and maybe take a Hyper Voice, but thankfully it doesn't seem to be Assault Vested. And if it is Assault Vested, then holy cranberries, this damn Pyroar is too powerful then. Which explains why it's probably being suspect tested right now. But anyways, there goes the Electros. It goes down, and now he's gonna send out the Electivire right here. Now here, because he just sends it in, there's three things that came to mind when I saw this. That he could either have Earthquake, he could be Scarfed, or he could have Cross Chop, or both. So because of that, I just went into Mudsteel here to potentially take a Cross Chop or Earthquake. That damage is quite substantial, but then again, my Mudsteel is not defensive or anything like that. It's just bulky. But I am able to take the Earthquake very well nonetheless. But what I'm going to do right here is actually double back into Pyroar to see if he actually wants to stay in. He doesn't stay in, he actually switches out and actually sacks Simipour, which is actually a smart play because this actually kind of gives him the switch initiative, because I'm going to switch in Pyroar. He's going to see what I send in, and now he gets to pick what he wants to see because he already sacked his Simipour. So this was actually a really good play actually on his part. So he's now going to send out Electivire because of it, and put me back in the situation where I have to match up with Electivire. I wasn't sure if it was Scarfed, so I just wanted to see if it was or not. And I go for Hyper Voice. It's not Scarfed, but he does have Earthquake, and he unfortunately does go for it right here. Here I was actually kind of hoping he'd over-predict since I doubled on him the first time, but he didn't fall for it. And he actually stayed in and made the right play and went for Earthquake to take out my Pyroar. So Pyroar is going to go down right here. And I think here's where I decide to send in the Rotom-Fan, because it's now crippled, and I kind of don't want this thing to be not Choice Scarf, and then which it isn't, by the way, like Choice Bandit or something. I don't think it's Choice Bandit though, given that Earthquake didn't do much to Mudsteel. I don't know. I just didn't want to you know, take another Ice Punch with Mudsteel, so I sent out Rotom-Fan to hopefully take it out with Air Slash, and thankfully it did. So now he's gonna send out the Lycanroc, which I'm gonna switch into Mudsteel now, because I don't want to take a Stone Edge from this thing. I know this thing can hit Stone Edges 100% of the time thanks to its no guard ability, so I figured why not send in Mud Steel, which resists Stone Edge. And if he goes for something else, then rip me. But thankfully he just went for Stone Edge. I get a defense boost out of this, so now I just go for Heavy Slam here. Heavy Slam because if I go for Earthquake, he could send in this Mesprit and take the Earthquake and not take any damage whatsoever. So I figured, yeah, definitely Heavy Slam. Because Heavy Slam, it hits really hard because Mud Steel is heavy and this Mesprit is very light, so it should do quite an amount of damage. It doesn't, unfortunately, but it's definitely enough to 2-hit KO from where it's at now. So here I'm going to go for another one. He actually, I thought he was going to take me out with Energy Ball here in all honesty. Like, I just left Mud Steel here to go down, but if he doesn't go for an attacking move, which he does right here because he goes for Calm Mind, I figured, yeah, just go for another Heavy Slam and just take it out. So this is actually really good because now my Mud Steel can probably do something. Because he still has that Rampardos and his other mon is Lycanroc, so if his Rampardos can't take out my Mud Steel right now, I think this Mud Steel kind of late game sweeps the entirety of his team, pretty much. Here's going to go for Fire Punch, and my Mud Steel thankfully survives thanks to the +1 defense from Stamina. And now my Yappa Berry, or no, it's actually a Figgy Berry that procs here. And now I'm just able to retaliate with an Earthquake, which is actually kind of cool. I actually like that this happened with Mud Steel. It had a Figgy Berry, and I was taken down to within 25% range so that the berry activates, and then I can just fire off a powerful attack and keep my Mud Steel relatively healthy. That's like one of the finest things to actually get in a battle, in all honesty, because that kind of makes it feel like you thought you were going to lose something, and then in the end you just end up still having what you need, and that's exactly what happened in this battle. So yeah, Rampardos went down to an Earthquake, and now he's just going to send out Lycanroc, and he's going to go for an Outrage, which I didn't know that this thing could get Outrage in all honesty, but it does, and it wasn't enough to take out my Mud Steel, so I'm just going to Earthquake it, and down it goes, and that's going to be the whole game. So yeah, good game to Arcanine9 right there. Thank you all for watching this battle. It was a pretty interesting battle. Not gonna lie, I'm actually kind of impressed that I'm actually doing so well with these PU battles right now, because honestly, a lot of these mons that I'm facing right now, like, I've never faced them whatsoever, so I honestly never know what to expect from them. But I'm somehow always being able to get around them. It's crazy. But yeah, so anyways, I got one more PU battle after this, so hopefully you guys are looking forward to it. But for now, that's gonna be it. Thank you all for watching once again. I'll catch you guys all for the next battle, but for now, just take it easy.